Okie dokie. Live there. Live here. Let me fix the thumbnail. Let me see. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's good. That's good. Hey, Bree Bree. Long time no see. See. How you doing? All right, let me find some music to play. I want to change the thumbnail for the horizontal live, and then we'll get to drawing. Then we'll get to art. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Where did I save it? Oh, right here. Okay, can yeah, I'm sure you can hear me. All right. Now let me open up the playlist, the video game Relax and Study to music playlist. Let's go. Let's do this one for 90 minutes. That's loud. Holy crap. There we go. This is Nintendo music. All right. How you doing? I should really have a countdown. Well, I'll have a countdown when I know that. I don't know, when I get to a certain number of followers or something like that, or subscribers. Just drinking my sugar water, as you do. Why the heck is it not? Oh yeah, the thing isn't on. Let's go to Clip Studio. Hey, Too Cold 123, what's going on? Hope you're doing right. Oh, let me look at the other chat to see if that's going on, if that's active. It's not active, but it's all good. I'm gonna put this up so I can see it. Hope everybody's doing good. Wow, 25 concurrent viewers. That's rare. Feel free to chat, everybody. It makes the whole experience a lot more fun. A lot more wholesome. And whatnot. Hey, Almighty Link. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. I see a lot of first-timers. Hope everybody's enjoying their Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Their Friday morning. What are you drawing? I'm drawing my comic, Purgatory Academy. It's about heaven, hell, and having 4 years to decide. Right now, this is my third book. You can watch it on my YouTube channel, or you can read the entirety of the comic, on my website. You can also skim through my my community page to check out some of the pages of the first book. Right now, what's going on? Vice Principal Beelzebub is having a conversation with Lucifer about the importance of holding truths from other people, or something like that. They're getting to the idea of truths, lies, and falsehoods. What are the differences, or how you can weaponize the truth or information? That's basically what's going down. Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, I've been working on the series for a while. I think pre-pandemic even. but I just like making comics. I like telling stories. I like drawing. So this is what I choose to do. Actually, let me do something. 2, 3. Okay. I'm a dummy. There's 3 cylinders. Oh. And now we're back down to normal viewerships. It's how it goes. I appreciate the bump, YouTube. The people who stayed are the real ones. Oh, wait. Okay. Let me check if everything is good on the other side. Everything is good. Everything is lively. That's what I like to see. The almighty Link. You're so good at drawing. I've always struggled. Yeah, to do art is a constant struggle. Oh wow, that was like pretty loud. I'm sorry. To do art, yeah, to do art is to constantly struggle, you know. And I don't know. I just don't really. I won't say I don't really think about it. I think more about finishing an artwork and then like seeing who I want to emulate in terms of art. Try to do that, and then go on to the next thing. Because it's always a struggle. See, I'm struggling doing the hands right now. And what matters is to just move on, just to move forward, you know? So, but at the same time, it's all good. Everybody can try it out at least once to see if it like clicks with them. Because I'm a firm believer of talent, and talent is what sticks to you the best, or like what make like how you quickly you can pick up on something. I've always struggled on hands so hard. What always helps when it comes to drawing something difficult is just breaking it down piece by piece. Okay. And plus I'm just breaking I feel like I've been drawing so many hands. I'm like, I know the basic shapes. Let's see if I can do some. Let's see if I can just remember some of them. Cat GT and the other chat says, "Bro, 4 p.m. I'm in school." Dude, why are you on your... I hope you're not on your data. That's crazy. Alright, Almighty Link. I appreciate it. Let's see if I can... I was gonna say, like, oh man, how are you doing that? But I'm like, oh yeah, school have Wi-Fi in the bus. Bruh. Oh yeah, I remember when I was in school, we had the late buses as well. Because the schools were so crowded that kids had to go to home at different times. And it's a shame. I wonder if that's going on with still going on with schools worldwide. But hey, at least you're on the bus on the way home. So why are you using up your your data? It's crazy. You maybe got that unlimited plan. I remember hearing that phone companies were saying we can't do unlimited plans. It's impossible. There's not enough. We can't. It's like it's impossible to do unlimited plans until they were like caught lying and saying like, oh yeah, you literally can give everybody unlimited data if you wanted to. I don't know, but yeah, I appreciate you showing up. How you day been, Cat GT? Guess what? Hey, Lilani, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. What? What do I have to guess, Lilani? Hip hip hooray for copy and paste. I broke my leg. Oh, but you're here to tell the tale about it. How'd you break your leg? Man, my drawings have no volume, no aura whatsoever. Oh wait, let me pause that. I fell in PE. Dang. Must have been a crazy fall to break your leg. What'd you fall from? Okay. Man, drawing the fingers are so ridiculous. I hate fingers. I feel like I should just use a 3D model for this. Yeah, forget this. I'm gonna use a 3D model. Okay, let's see. Fell on the floor. Sorry to hear that. Okay, I'm trying to find a good... I'm trying to find a good... Oh, shoot, no. That's not what I wanted. I want to use this. Hey, Angels, what's going on? What's happening, Mason? Ah, man. Just getting over a slump. Man. You getting over YouTube, my abusive relationship with YouTube right now. But things are working, things are... Oh yeah, and sorry about your leg, yeah. Sorry about the leg, Lalani. Hope it heals. Actually grab a handle. That's better. Right now I am trying to find... Actually, I think this is good. Okay, so I'm gonna give him a fat... his fat body. So yeah, what's going on, angels? And I'm going to... try to get the angle right. It's forced. It's absolutely a forced perspective. I'm trying to see if I can get something similar. This is basically what I do when I feel like I've failed anatomy. It may not be the most interesting thing to look at. Just chilling before I get ready to draw. Oh, I feel that. I feel that. Let me see if I can do this. But yeah. I've been posting on TikTok a little bit more. Trying to find a good place. Trying to find a good place to post my shorts ever since YouTube is deciding to post my shorts a lot less and less. Or at least wait until this whole shorts thing kind of blows over. But also, the new video is doing pretty well. Better than I expected, so I'm happy about that. At least in the first 24 hours, it seems. The Chimera Island video, I mean. Oh, so that's what it would look like. How many shorts do they allow you to create? They allow me to create as much shorts as I want. The problem isn't the amount of numbers of shorts that they allow me to create. The problem is them sending it out. Because I can make as many shorts as I want, but the problem is before they would just like give me equal opportunity of just showing my shorts to around at most 400 people, give or take. And now it's like for each post, but now it's like they don't want to do that anymore. And I can't really do anything about that either. So, other than trying to learn. And the thing is, I felt like I was onto something of making a short that YouTube would push out a lot more. But what ended up happening? But it's not. Yeah, I thought they would make something. I would be able to make a format of shorts that YouTube would like to push out to more people. But YouTube's being really picky about which shorts they want to push or not. So actually, I don't like how this looks. I'm going back to the sketch and trying to improve it. Actually, let me see if I can do this. Because, like, this is the back of the hand. And the back of the hand is essentially a triangle. And then we got 3 long tubes. What do those tubes look like? Actually, I can work with this. But yeah. Right now I'm just trying to find out what's the best plan of action right now. Cuz it's just a lot of YouTube telling me to just make better content, and I'm like, what does better content looks like? So I'm just like looking at all these like every analytic that they show me and trying to make sense of it all. And like when I look at gurus, they're always telling me to look at other creators in my niche to see how they're doing well, like better creators in my niche to see how they're doing well. And what I can see, all I can see right now are just like the manga rom-com stuff that's like 20 minutes long. And I feel like I think the main difference between their stuff and my stuff is that my stuff isn't as nearly as long. The production value is very similar. I guess the only main difference is that their panels are colored and mine aren't. So I try to make up for it for having like backgrounds, like photo backgrounds. But I guess that's not good enough. Guess it ain't good enough. Okay, let me further extend on this. Because I want the head to be smaller. Man, I'm not complaining that it's difficult. I think the funniest thing that I've learned today is the hardest thing isn't... Well, I guess the difficulty is there, but nobody really adequately can describe how difficult it is, or like what makes it difficult. A lot of people say it's you only give up when you only fail when you give up, but my experience with it right now, doing YouTube and such, is that you have no idea when it's going to work. A lot of people say like never give up, but when I'm literally in the trenches making content every day, posting several times a day, I'm thinking, yeah, I know if I keep doing this I'll succeed, but I don't know when that's going to happen. And when you don't know when it's going to happen, you're like, I don't even know if it's going to happen. And if I know, and I don't even know what are the avenues to speed the process up. Because that's what I've been trying to do. And that's why I've been making as much as I can, been working like crazy to just speed the process up. And it's kind of nuts. How just the process of creating content is easy, because when you make a comic, the funniest thing about it is I make like one chapter, and I can make content based around that one chapter for like a month or like 3 months. Like, making content is the easy part, right? But like making going into like CapCut, like documenting the creation of the process, live streaming and talking to everybody, that's the easy part. I can do that in my sleep. The hard part is it being picked up by the algorithm to actually show all the different iterations of the recordings and the comics to people, to an audience that are looking for it or sticking around to enjoy it. That's been my difficult part. Angel says, I agree. You never know what will work. Try posting every 2 days. Just a suggestion. Yeah, I can just slow down with it to a degree. I was going kind of hard when when I realized YouTube was like showing my shorts again, because I thought it was back at times of old where I was able to post like 8 times a day again. And then YouTube was like, no, you're not doing that. Sorry. And now it's just drip feeding my shorts views. I'm like, come on, though. Come on, bro. It makes me want to start, like, if I know the formula of how to blow up or something like that, I probably would just start another. I would probably have like 4 channels, right? One channel for each of the comics, and I would be active on each of the channels when I'm working on. When I'm in each of the channels would be like for documentations of whatchamacallit, of me working on each series, respective to series. But because I don't even know how to monetize one channel, I don't even know how to monetize. I don't even know if I would be able to monetize 4. You know what I mean? It seems like the algorithm wants traditional. What do you mean by that? Okay. Okay. I uploaded a video and I didn't think I would get that many hits. Oh. Give me a sec. I tried traditional, but talked about my book. Are you talking about the thing drawing my manga and chilling like 4 days ago? Let me see. Yeah, that looks like an anomaly video. We should do a drawing stream sometime. Yeah, I know. Like the shorts, you can dual stream with shorts. That's a yeah. I don't know how new that is, but you can absolutely do that. I don't know how we will be able to do that. Yeah, I think that I think that's something specifically for phones too. It seems like it. I gotta find a. Yeah, I gotta do that with my phone. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that option when you go on phones. Why don't you try to do it through phone? Oh yeah, I'm looking at that thing. Yeah, that is absolutely that's absolutely a breakout. Because YouTube will just randomly pick a video to show to thousands of people. That happened. I forgot like what people would call those, but I call them a breakout. Like sometimes YouTube would just show like a video to thousands of people. Yeah, but how will we be able to organize? Or like, I guess it really comes down to like when you're ready to do that, when you're ready to dual stream. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, I'm open for that. Yeah, before I went live, I went to the dollar store. And I got myself a pack of party chips, and I was going to eat a couple, but I felt like I was late because I just ended up eating the whole bag. And to be fair, it was a small bag. It was it was like one of those like little bags like that was this big, and then only a quarter of it was filled, so it wasn't even that bad. That's about what you do, Mason. I appreciate it. Thank you. Like, I know if anybody wants other people to find out about their comics or their manga or whatever they're making, like video format is the way to go. And I've been going on TikTok more because I found out about the TikTok shop not too long ago and how anybody can make a TikTok shop and they can put their books in the shop. And if they get enough if their account has enough followers, they can link their product to their TikTok. So like every TikTok that you make, it can be linked to your book, and then you can make a sale through that. So right now, what I'm trying to do with TikTok is build up my following there, because I have if I have like around 100. Last time I checked, I have less than 200 followers on TikTok, and I want to grow that so I can be able to sell my books on TikTok. Like, where is it? Oh, yeah, 170. I have less than 200. It's just getting followers here. It's just, yeah, it is what it is. And it only made it more difficult. What made this more difficult is only going live once you have 1,000 followers. And I'm like, how does one get 1,000 followers on TikTok? It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. I get an easier time getting a following on YouTube. But hey. And I'm not even touching Instagram at all. I'm not going on a website or a social media unless the conversion is clear. I know how to convert people. I see a method of converting people into sales. It just sucks that you need clout. Like, I am like a clout repellent. That's what it feels like. But you're just one upload away, as they say, I guess. I hope I have enough written down to cover space up here and below here. Or I can be a cool guy and expand this design, making the strings a little bit longer. Hey, Fo Roman. Welcome to the chat. And let's see what this looks like. Oh. I guess let me just sketch it then. But yeah, I appreciate everybody chatting, showing their love, liking the streams. How are you? I'm doing fine. Trying to keep my head above water, just like how everybody else is doing. How about you? Good. That's good to hear. Hey, hell of a strawberry. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? I think I'll add some hatching later. So, hey, what's this? This is Purgatory Academy, my drama series about heaven, hell, and having 4 years to decide. Right now, this is I'm working on my third book, and this chapter is the principal Lucifer and his vice principal Beelzebub having a conversation about I guess, how important it is to manipulate the truth. That's cool. Thank you. I should really have some of my books in arm's length to show off. But right now, I only have book. Holy crap. Oh, whatever. And right now, I only have like book 2. 1 and 2 printed is what book 2 looks like. I just have this sitting around in my house. So, and if somebody comes by the website, they watch the comic on my YouTube channel or read it on my website, they can order a book and I'll sign it and I'll send it. I'm writing a horror book. Nice. What's the horror book about? Can you summarize the horror book in 7 words? To be honest, I haven't finished the rough draft. Oh, I feel that. I've wanted to write like another book, but I'm already juggling like 4 books at the moment. Cause this is this was the first one. I think after this I'll work on. I work on like 4 books at the same time on rotation. Like right now I'm taking it easy because just taking my time with it. Brett kills dad, goes on murder spree. Okay. 7 words. I get you. Let's see. What inspired that story? Okay. We try to do the right amount. I'm thinking really heavily about the lines of how to show depth. Because this is looking hella flat right now. I have all the book plan. I wrote 1 paragraph for each chapter. Huh. Is that how one usually write novels? I think it's funny. I think it's funny how everybody has like their own way of writing novels. And I went to a beach house and I read about how someone died. And I made up a story. Just died there and I made a story. Okay. Ah, you can literally go... Those ideas can literally come from anywhere, huh? That's pretty rad. Yeah. I think... Yeah, I think this is good. This is good. I wish I was that good. Oh, that good at what? Murdering? Let's see. Right now, the way that I do drawing now. That's great. But yeah, I was saying that I kind of forgot what words or what words are supposed to be in this panel, because the way that I write my comics, I don't know how would I put this. I thumbnail, like I write the script first, then I thumbnail, then I go do everything digitally, sketch everything, trace out the thumbnails digitally, do the line art, and flatten, and then lay out the whatchamacallit, the lettering, right? And I look out over my sketch. I will look over my script like twice over the whole thing. Oh, almost die. Welcome to the chat, almost die. Anyway, and through that, I don't know what like during the whole process of digitally thumbnailing, and doing the line art, I've completely forgotten about the script of like what everybody's saying. I'm just going off of what the sketch is implying. So I forget what's being said here on like any of these panels, I suppose. I understand like what they're saying, but I forget what they say. So I'm like, I hope they say a lot to make all these things make sense. A lot of my process is just trust the process. Ironically. Same. So it's basically like I'll cross that. My entire process is essentially I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. And when I do cross that bridge, I'm like, holy crap. I guess I gotta do something now. And it all turns out good enough. Well and good enough. Roman says, in a book I'm writing, there's like 2 huge gaps in the plot. Huh. I don't know if those two huge gaps are a good thing. Bro, now I want to make a comic. This looks sick. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I recommend it. I don't know. I guess like I guess the only advice I give to people is, yeah, just steal. Stealing. Great artists steal, I guess. And then you will develop your own. Like when you steal first, you'll develop how you like doing things your own way. Because I've stolen so many different art styles, like through just Purgatory Academy alone. Because book 1 was just me imitating the first, the second phase of Gorillas. And then I was reading Berserk, and I wanted to make the art look reminiscent of Berserk for book 2. Well, with this book. And then with this book, I was reading JoJo Steel Ball Run, and there were some aspects I liked about Steel Ball Run. And then it just found its way into solidifying its own style. Like, I like the rough aesthetic of the line art. I like the hatching. I like hatching, and I like the if I can help it, just black shadows. Because there's something about like a rough aesthetic, like a grungy aesthetic that works well with this series, I feel. And it's not even a horror thing, you know? You know, if I notice or discover a style that lends itself better to the story that I want to tell, then I'll do another aesthetic shift. I can make a comic about a school of hell, because now I feel like if I do, I'm copying, but I swear to goodness I'm not. Oh no, that's like a very common thing. Like hell in comic. School, hell in comic. It's a very common thing. It's pretty funny to just embrace that I think one thing that I find comforting is just embrace that nothing you make will ever be original. Because even when I post comics, my comics on my YouTube channel, I get people who try to say that I'm ripping off X, Y, and Z. And the funny thing is, I've never engaged. Like with one of my other comics, Let's Go Metal Hero, I remember somebody said I was ripping off like Big Hero 6, and I've never seen Big Hero 6. I just didn't find that movie interesting. But I just kind of find that funny, because I can tell somebody my inspirations. I'm more than open about it. But when that doesn't really stop anybody from drawing comparisons. So just use other stuff as a reference, and yeah, just do what you gotta do to have that idea from start to finish. Yeah, Phil Roman says getting your own style is a journey, and you pick up some things. You pick some things up, and you drop others along the way. Exactly. Almost AI says almost owl. I don't know if it's almost AI or almost owl. For how much years you draw. My entire life, honestly. I draw a lot. I originally wanted to be an animator, but I always disliked the culture. I always disliked the culture of the animation industry. Like it just didn't feel appealing to me, so I just wanted to go the independent route and just being online, just posting my animations. I just didn't get any clout from doing that. Just so much work for so little payoff, so I was like, you know what? I want to tell stories. I like drawing, I like writing. And my sister was into comics at the time, so I just bummed some so I was just read some of her comics, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And here I am. Like every comic that I write as if it's an episode of a TV show. So, like, since I had that background in like wanting to make animations, I script everything like it's an animation. And up until like the thumbnails, that's when I start doing things like up until the thumbnails, I just start doing everything like it's a comic. Hell of a strawberries is, but I don't know how to start. Okay, so usually when I start writing something, I look up formats. I like look up storytelling formats. Or are you trying to like, or I guess I would say, what is the beginning, middle, and end? Do you use the line tool for the panels? Oh yeah, Clip Studio Paint has like panel creation tools, so I can create a panel like bam, and I can cut the panel like bam. Oh wait, I can create a line like that. I can cut a panel like that. I can space it out like this. And it's easy. And if I wanted everything to be part of the same uh, frame, I mean the same layer, and just have the gaps as an aesthetic thing, an aesthetic separator, I can do that too. That's one of the things that I like about Clip Studio Paint. Yeah, but generally to have a simple start of writing a comic is just how you write a regular book, right? Um I guess it I guess for everybody it's different, right? Like how I do it, I I guess I evolved because at first I was writing a story from beginning to end. And then I would arbitrarily cut everything into chapters and then I would just illustrate what I've written down. Cuz I'm not working with anybody else, I wouldn't have to follow any other standard. If you know how to communicate with yourself from going from word to drawn image and then putting those panels on top of it, then it works for you, right? Um what I'm doing now that's evolved my style, I'm thinking more about when things break. Like now I'm thinking about the pages in mind instead of saying this is where it begins, here's the entire chapter, and it ends here. Because I set an arbitrary limit to myself. Well, a standard for myself is that I want every chapter to be 20 pages. Mostly because that's how I like how the Weekly Shonen does it, where it's like 20 around like 20 pages per week per chapter. I mean, something around that. I want to imitate that, and it's not really a hard number. It's like something. It's just something that I want to imitate. It's a personal thing, and if people don't really like that, then I can adjust. But right now, I don't have a huge audience to bounce off of when it comes to how much they would like to read, when it comes to the pacing of the story. I guess that comes along with just waiting to gather an audience. Because another method that I have that just keeps me moving forward is the idea that quality assurance begins with the audience complaining. And also being very open to criticism. I know the way that I handle things is very flawed. It works within the mind frame that perfection doesn't exist. So if somebody says, wow, this is stupid, or wow, this is rushed, or X, Y, and Z, or any kind of complaint about it, I come at it with a mindset of understanding that it's a valid understanding, because my end goal is to have a finished work of art, have a finished product, you know? Like, some people are better than me at doing it. Some people will be worse off than me at doing it. But all I can do is show up and say what I need to say and show it to as many people as possible. And that's how I see it. That's how I think about it. I don't know if I want to make the story I'm working on as an animated movie or a book. No, I'd say I'll always start off it with books. Hey, LeMay, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. It's so funny, right? A lot of people want to make their own animations or anime off their own story, and unless you have the resources, unless you have like the manpower, unless you have the financial backing, don't do it. Always start off with a book. It's like either make it be a comic or make it a novella. If you cannot draw but you know how to write a story, make a novella. If you want to draw, then make it a comic. But the caveat is you have to understand that if you're not quick at art, it's going to take a lot of time to make a comic. If you want to make a light novel, I would usually tell people to like make light novels, try to get that as big as possible, or make them enough money to do it so you can hire an artist, or scale up to what do they call it? Scale up to adapt it into a different art form, or a different medium, or different art form, so it can be engaged by more people. So it's a very much of a tier system of building up. So that's my spiel. That's my idea. That's my 2 cents. Anyway, because I was explaining a part of it to a friend, and saying it out loud was so embarrassing. Slayer started out as a light novel. Yeah. The reason why a lot of big movies or shows or anime, mostly anime, especially anime, start off as a manga or a light novel, because that is a proven formula. When you have something based off a book or based off a story that shows it has a fan base that will engage with that story off the jump because they're familiar with it, and people love things that are familiar. B, I'm using numbers with my fingers, but I'm saying letters, but ignore that. B, it reaches I forgot what I said. It already has an audience that's familiar with the story, and it reaches a new audience. And C, it's a formula. It's a story that can mesh based on the previous iterations. So it'll try to improve itself, update itself with every new iteration that comes by. So if you don't like how the novella works out, then you can make a comic version that has a different ending, or tweak some things to make it better. Now that you know how to write better, or you know how to tell a story better, or when it comes to making an animation, that's going to be a little bit more difficult because you're going to be working with other people now, with a lot more people, and each person will have like their own take of the story, or want to want to mess with it, positive or negatively, to appeal to a broader audience. But anyway, your wisdom, thank you. Hell of a Strawberry says, I'm drawing the first panel. Personally, I would have planned it out, but hey, the sooner you start, the sooner mistakes that you'll make, and the sooner that you make mistakes, the sooner you can learn, and the sooner that you can get better. So go ahead. Almost AI, or Almost Al says, I'm making animations, but it's more 3D than 2D. Okay. I don't know about the debate of which is more difficult, 2D or 3D animations, but difficulty is relative, I suppose. I guess with 3D animation, you don't really need to draw because you're purely working with arcs and rigs. Because I've seen people who cannot draw, but they can model. When they can animate with 3D models. 3D for me is easier. Yeah, it's different different strokes for different folks. Different methods for different people. Well, it's hard to set up rigs. The only rigs that I've ever touched were mostly 2D rigs. And the only time I messed around with the Blender is to do some 2D animation, 2D rigged animation with it. Lamaya says, I told my sister about my book, and she said it sounded like Harry Potter. I never read that book. Yeah, it's kind of funny, because I remember when I was like telling people about Purgatory Academy, everybody was talking about Angel Beats, and I was like, I'd never heard of that anime ever before. I've never heard that anime ever before. But hey. Like, in marketing, that's a good thing. Like, paradoxically, in marketing, that's a good thing. Because I remember pitching to Adult Swim. I think I still have that archived on my channel when I pitched to Adult Swim. I've learned about that elevator pitch, and when you do an elevator pitch, you basically say, oh, it's like this meets this. It's like a popular property, IP, meets another popular IP. I hate that, because I don't hate it for like the obvious reason. I hate it because when you hear it so much, it just means nothing anymore. And I just can't imagine like what popular IP A is like when it meets popular IP B. But that's how like marketers speak. That's how like executives can understand things. It's like basing things off of previous success. But hey, it is what it is. Hell of a Strawberry says, it's showing Lucifer in the front office, but I'm confused. I don't know if Lucifer and Satan are the same. I forget. No, they're different. Satan is more of a title. Well, from my understanding, Satan is more of a title, while Lucifer is a character. That's how I understand it. Because I know in like the Bible, like there are several things called Satan. And Satan is, or it's not like Satan as a name, but it's like more written as the Satan. So it's like a the evil. It's like a synonymous with like the evil. Kind of like how in my book there is Lucifer, but like there are other students who like defy Lucifer. They're called Satan Slayers. Like anybody, like yeah, so like Satan. I guess in another way, Satan is like saying the Antichrist. It's like, and there can be several Antichrists. It's just a position, or it's spoken like a position. The Maya says, I took Maya 3D modeling and animation class and disliked it. Dang. What did they have you do? Quote, it's a murder mystery in American Hogwarts. Me, okay, me to some exec. A murder mystery in an American Hogwarts. You're close. What's a show that you can like rope in? What's your American hog? What's your idea of America? What show can you implement that's closest to that gives an idea of what America or flavor of America you're trying to go for? Because if you ask two people what America is, you're gonna get two completely different answers. I'm sure. I'm sure. Because I feel like if you said, "Oh, it's like a Japan," like if you say it's a murder mystery in Japan Hogwarts, everybody's gonna be like, "Whoa, Japan, anime, manga, Gurugamesh," you know. I love gaming and manga and anime and ninjas. But like what's your flavor of America? Is it King of the Hill? Is it Breaking Bad? Is it Victorious? Is it iCarly? You know? Is it Euphoria? I don't know if Euphoria even takes place in America. Does it? Oh no. Is it like America is like a very diverse place. I remember my guy. I remember that era. Even as a weeb, that era still makes me cringe. Welcome to the chat, my guy. I wonder if execs still think of anime as that cringe era. I was like, oh yeah, you mean anime? You mean those Japanimations? You mean those cartoons? That you mean those like those Asian cartoons? I don't know. It's like I wonder if they still think of it like that. I don't think they think that way. Most people consider the U.S. the place of Hollywood, but then again, weebs live here, which is why it's easier to romanticize Japan because just see us as the place of Hollywood. Japanese just see us as the place of Hollywood, exactly. Like majority of foreigners, from what I understand, like America, like uh how foreigners see America, it's either industrial New York or Texas, deep South Texas, crazy Florida, or Hollywood, California. It's like 4 states. America has either 4 states: New York, Texas, Florida, or California. Everything else is just like, I don't know. Be making up as we go. Might as well don't exist. LeMay says, "Oh, my professors hated anime and gate kept anime artists out of the school." I understand. Honestly, I get why they do that. Um, F.A. Roman says Texas is a great state, except the hurricanes and storms all year round. Hey, it do be like that. Mike Guy says, I also remember a Japanese manga artist referring to their art style as American cartooning. I think they might also feel like America is the place where they make all those crazy, not serious cartoons. When they say American cartooning, I'm like, what do they mean by that? What do they mean? Are they talking about Disney? Are they talking about like Mickey Mouse? Or are they talking about like King of the Hill, Mike Judge art style? Are they talking about like Family Guy? Like this, I mean, The Simpsons or the Family Guy? Like, what are you talking about? It's like, is it a South Park style? I think the funny thing is when you look at an American, like the funny thing about like American art styles is that America is just known for just stealing other things, right? It's just known for theft. When it looks like nothing else, when something's just look kind of out of the ordinary, or you just don't see anything like it in art style like it, you automatically notice if it's American or not. Right? I feel like if something looks ugly, it's like a pretty good indicator that it might be American, unless it's Disney. Unless it's Disney. Oh my gosh. F.A. Roman, oil. True. I agree. Lombay says, but the American part of my story is, thank you for your service. So, patriotic? Is that what you're going for? Something like South or Rust Belts? Like King of the Hill or something? That kind of America? But when you're pitching to execs, like they are pretty snooty types, so they don't want. I'm pretty sure they don't want a like Southern Americans, like looking like anything other than buffoons. My God, I think they mean stuff like SpongeBob. It was a how to draw book, and that same book he also talked about how much she loved SpongeBob. Okay, that makes sense. Also Tom and Jerry, since they even have an anime. They don't even have an anime, and the creator of One Piece said he was inspired by it to make Year 5. Yeah, I don't know. I've noticed how like Tom and Jerry have gone like really popular and like globally as of late. Like I've noticed, even when I'm like scrolling on like YouTube Shorts, I sometimes see like Korea making like Tom and Jerry inspired like cheesecake, or you would just see a Tom and Jerry anime, like clips of a Tom and Jerry anime, where everybody is so cute. Like it's still the antics, but it's very cute, way more cute than like the American counterpart. And I'm like, this is bizarre, but I like it. I'm for it. Hey, it's the law of equivalent exchange. Japan gives us Sonic the Hedgehog, we give them Tom and Jerry. it's that's what they call in Full Metal Alchemist the law of equivalent exchange. Sir, that's just sir, that's just your For You page, I think. I don't know. Listen. It's nice. If I like it, I like it, right? Lemai says, well, there is a hard-boiled wizard detective with a shotgun. Okay. Roxas D. Zibek, welcome to the chat. That's a new name. Do you ever consider becoming a mangaka? In all intents and purposes, I am a mangaka. depending on who you ask. I like to call myself a comic creator because I feel like mangaka is. I want to leave, even though like even if I go to Japan, like they would call me a mangaka because they would just consider what I make a manga. But I'm not in Japan. I'm in America. If I use the word manga, I just know it's just a marketing buzzword. But yeah, I want to make this my full-time thing. However, I really hate working for other people. So that's why I'm doing the YouTube route. I'm trying to build as much buzz with my comics, letting people know about what I do, my story, and yeah. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Rocks. But yeah, this is my comic Purgatory Academy. It's about heaven, hell, and having 4 years to decide. This is my third book. You can watch all of my first 2 books on YouTube, or you can check out my website to read it. If you don't like if you don't like my editing style, I suppose. Every time I finish a segment, which is like 6 to 10 pages, I make a short video on it, converting it into like a video format, and then I just post it. I post it here on my YouTube channel. Next, music. Next, video game music, so YouTube won't send me to the Shadow Realm. Help a Strawberry. I might go to Japan with my dad. Hey, what part of Japan? I was there earlier this year. It was nice. Every time I go to Japan, I'm just at like I'm always in Tokyo. Maybe Tokyo. Yeah, Tokyo's a good choice. You can like be there for an entire week and you'll still have a whole bunch of stuff to explore. Made for the tourists. You guys need to visit Okinawa at least once. Hey, when I get that money right, when I get my money right, I'll let everybody know. I'll go to Okinawa as soon as these comics become profitable. I'll bring Matt along, and we'll do a podcast. we'll do a podcast. Because apparently people find it enjoyable when I become unhinged. And I can only become unhinged when I have a friend with me. But yeah, I like visiting Japan. It's nice. Rox says, so, how many hours do you think Meekin puts into making one video? Dude, I think it's a lot, but he does have other people working with him. It could be tens. I feel like it could be like tens, maybe 20 hours to make one video. Probably, if not even more than that, I don't think he records like his sessions of creating his cartoons. He just drops them. Not only that, I know he has help like with animations. I forgot what video it was that first tipped me off. Not tipped me off, but made me realize he has help. But I did realize I forgot his name. Dang it, I forgot his name. But he has like an animator, guest animator on there, and he has a very distinct style of just drawing flesh like a liquid, like just drawing like forms and like characters as if they're just made of liquid. And I was like, okay, that he has helped to lower the workload, so it probably helps him make cartoons in a better quality and in less time. Hell of a strawberry. Not me drawing fire outside the windows, because what else we do in background in hell? It could be a desert. What I'm gonna do in like one of my chapters, the location is gonna be in hell, but a different part of hell, and that part of hell is gonna be in a desert. Just a place that has like no life. Like every time I think about hell, an easy understanding of hell is just a place that's just pretty much the opposite of anything that has the opposite of form or life. A place that's like completely opposite of God or goodness. Opposite of God, or like the absence of God. Or absence of goodness. The Almighty Link. Hi, I'm back. Welcome back, Almighty Link. I always feel like I'm not that great at drawing noses. Because my nose every time I draw a nose, it usually feels flat. Yeah, because like one of Lamai says pure darkness and constant pain. Oh yeah, kind of like in the New Testament when they refer to hell as a place of weeping and gnashing of teeth. And I don't imagine that it's like there's demons there like making you eat pavement, like it's chomp the curve every day, but it's pretty much people seething, a place of seething, because and I imagine they're seething because they believe they deserve to be in heaven. Rox, do you accept that? Do you ever think about the meaning of life? Oh yeah, the meaning of life is to glorify God. That is the meaning of life. Everything exists to glorify God. And if you're doing something that does not glorify God, then you're living life outside of its meaning. And that's how I see it. Lamai says, the demon will be suffering. The demon will be suffering alongside the humans. Demons are very interesting because they are there as, I believe that they are there like as a choice. alongside with humans. Yes, pretty much. Luckily, I've been connecting more with God. Luckily, I've been connecting more with God recently. Okay. Hallelujah. But yeah, it's very much. Wait, what is he? What is he? I wish I had written down what expression this was. I want to say his expression is just constantly cocky. So, oh yeah, this is the whatchamacallit, the thumbnails that I have, that I write down, that I sketch out before I do everything digitally. Holy crap! Okay, this is chapter 1, so this has to be chapter 2, and hopefully, nope. What does it even say? I'll just draw. I'll just draw a random facial expression. And then yeah, I'll just do some like. Let's do something like this, and then I'll get more understanding as I'll change it when I know what's going on. When I come by with the whatchamacallit. Yeah, yeah, when I come by with the sketch, not the sketches, but the my brain is constantly fogging. I think it's because I'm talking and I'm drawing at the same time. But yeah, but when I get the words, the lettering, the script, that's what it is. This is it. But yeah, what were we talking about? Okay. Connecting with God. I agree. What tablet do you use? I use a UG tablet. I forgot what this tablet is specifically. Because nobody can. Okay, so here's the thing I hate about like hardware manufacturers. They never give it a simple name. It's always the name of the brand and with a bunch of numbers and a bunch of letters. I'm just like, call it brand name Project Star or Project Universe or Project, I don't know, Rock Glass or something like that. So I can remember that. I'm not gonna remember HG 2600K, you know. But I gotta look up what that. I gotta look up what this is, because I got it on Amazon and it was like a pretty good deal with it. I know this is like one of their newer models. Or newish models. UG, just give me what this is. Just tell me what it is. I swear, this company has like a new tablet every month. I just want to find out what this one is specifically. Okay, I think I found it. This is a U. I think there's like a U12,000, U1200. Yeah, it's a U1200. Wait a second. How big is this? I hate how the dimensions are in millimeters. Use feet. Use inches. Use feet. Use inches. No, I have a 1600. This is the 1600. Because it's not the... I like a 15-foot display. A 15-inch display. I like it. It scratches a little bit. Yeah, just... No, the more you use it, the more, like, it gains scratches. So, and the surface isn't glass. But I kind of like it how it's not glass. Because, the last tablet I had, it was. And it just had no grip whatsoever. It had no Riz. It had no aura. But the reason why I like this is it's it's just good. It does what I need it to do. It's responsive. And I think I got this because the last tablet I had, I would... Oh shoot, this is not it. This is not it. The last tablet I had, it was it was like a very old one. It was one of those things that you had to charge the stylus. And I think I got it back when Wacom put a patent on a stylus technology to the point where stylus if you had a drawing tablet, it needed to be charged because Wacom had a patent on a wireless styluses. Yeah. And fast forward to today, I think that patent is over with and done. And the stylus that I had was like going dead. And I wanted to order a replacement stylus. But the problem with that is the company was not selling like any accessories for the tablet that I had. And I was like, what the heck? So I just had to buy a new whole tablet. Like the tablet works, but the stylus for it just didn't. I ran out of style. Like one stylus broke and the other one didn't want to charge. So I had to get a new one, a new tablet altogether. And I have this. And that was a boring story. I'm sorry. I found a pen that makes hands for you. That's crazy. Actually, that shouldn't be crazy. Well, that makes sense. That sounds pretty handy. Boo. Hey, I'll be here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Also, how do you guys feel about the live stream highlights? Do you guys look back at them, or do you still think that they're pretty cool, or I don't know. I don't know. Like I've been trying highlights for a while. They don't really do much. I don't know what's keeping people from engaging or commenting. You know what's weird? A lot of people. Yeah, you know what's weird? It's literally it's very rare for people to comment on my my YouTube channels or whatever, my YouTube videos. When I see somebody having a breakout video, like they would get like tens of comments, but when I have a breakout video, it's silence. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? It's like I have a curse of people not leaving comments for my videos. If I believed in curses. But it's weird. I just don't know. Okay, I'm gonna have him looking at the Bugman. You're booing? Your name is LeMay and you're booing? Your name is lame and you're booing? What was that reference from? I feel like it was like from Joker. You're laughing? I'm a min What was that? What was that What was that reference? I'm something something and you're laughing? I'm dying and you're It's short for something else. Sticks out. Okay. I'm dying and you're laughing? Is that it? I don't know. Probably. Probably. Hey, F in the chat. Welcome to the chat, F. How is it already dark outside and it's like 7 p.m.? Man, the fall weather change is crazy. But hey, I can almost go outside in a jacket. So the winter season is almost the fall season is here. Sweater weather is approaching. Those are the best laughs. The best. What are you talking about? The best laughs. I don't know how to use download pen. Download pen? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't know how to download pens. Okay. Oh, you're talking about... I barely download pens. So... Usually... when somebody downloads a pen... it would probably show up around here, your assets, like this. You go to my material, my creations, and then you just like search through da-da-da-da-da. And like you would choose one, and then you would drag it to like where your quick draw. A weirdo like me, I don't even use brushes that much. Don't blame your pen is your skill 90% of the times. I like using pens because I like using like different brushes to do other things because it honestly just as shortcuts. They're nothing more than shortcuts to me. And if you don't like using shortcuts, why are you even doing digital at all? Go back to the Stone Age with pencil and pen. That's my idea. Like, what's the point of using digital when you're not going to use shortcuts? But man, I will always quote. I feel like I'm gonna quote that Wally Wood quote until the day I die. I'm gonna use that Wally Wood quote until the day I die, because it's just so real. I gotta watch a video real quick. Be right back. All right, YouTube is your best friend when it comes to learning things. Chad Sigma Stone Age painters. Virgin digital painters versus Chad Stone Age painters. Chad a Baroque painters. How the skibbity sigma am I almost at 940 subscribers already? I feel like when I finish Persona 5, I'm gonna go back streaming daily. Yo, that's crazy. I made like... That's crazy. How did I get like a 10 subscribers today? That's pretty sigma. I clicked the sub button multiple times. Oh, okay. I appreciate it. I'm looking at the views in the last 60 minutes right now. It's YouTube is somewhat showing the shorts. Yes, YouTube is somewhat showing the shorts. By the way, the video of Chimera, I think, is good. The last one, 5 hours ago. Oh, thanks. It's literally unfitted. Oh my, dude, I was so. I've been in a. I don't want to say I'm depressed, because I feel like that's overused and played out, but I'm just not. I'm not in a good state of mind, honestly, as of late. Like, my night thoughts are just creeping during the day, and then I just end up going to bed, and like, I just burn out, and I just go lay on my bed for like and sleep for past like an hour or whatever, and I'm getting kind of tired of working on the Chimera Island redub, because I've just been waiting on some people to send me their lines, or like updates of their lines, and it's just been like a week turns into 2 weeks, and then I open it up trying to like fiddle around with it, and I'm like, I'm just so tired of working on this project already. I'm just gonna update it. But it is what it is. What do you think of a character with Mind Rattler as a last name? I don't know. I think Mind Rattler sounds like a good stage name. But if I see a character named Mind Rattler, I'll just be like, okay, you're not. I would just be like, okay, you're not serious. Like, that would hurt the what's the thing called? Something disbelief. Like, you know what I'm talking about. I forgot the name of it. Suspect of disbelief. I don't know. Suspicion of disbelief. I think it's good clickbait. Wait, what is good? What is good clickbait? Suspension of disbelief. Right. keep needing to look, having to look back. Oh, good clickbait. Last Chimera video. Okay. Did I call it the last Chimera video? What the heck? What the my mind is just going to my limit. Also, I think it's because I just been drawing and conversating with the chat nonstop. Chimera, redub, odd. Okay. I just that's just my laziest title. That's my laziest title. Uh, I wouldn't call that like a clickbait thing because it's just it's just me being lazy. I just couldn't even think of anything clever because I'm like I just want this thing to be done. I'm like Chimera Island redub, odd. I mean, if it works, then I'll just I'll repeat that and stop being clever. If being clever is ruining my chances of being seen, then I'll stop being clever. I was brainstorming up there. Oh. Wait. What if it's a wizard? You already hate him. Okay. Or her. Yeah. Too dark for the story. I mean, okay. Yeah. I'm just brainstorming up there. Okay. Oh, you're trying to share ideas of like what I can name it for brainstorming. Okay. For clickbaiting. Okay, now I get you. Now I understand. I misunderstood. I don't like I were like I'm just I can always like change the titles and whatnot. I guess I would the title for it. Many of the wizards have silly names like Ald All Driver and Deadeye. Okay. Oh, if it fits, if you already have like a thing like that, then I guess that makes sense. Then disregard my first comment. No, no, call it kid filler or you will get canceled. Cancel finito. Welcome back, hell of a strawberry. I figured it out. Nice. I knew you could. Oh snap, Earthbound music. Man, I hate how I made Lucifer's horns. I'll just change. Okay, there we go. Gato. First chapter did everything it was supposed to. Explain why plot happens. Welcome to the chat, Gato. Oh, what are you... I'm not sure what you are talking about. Care to fill me in? Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, I'm getting more comments on my shorts, and everybody's calling me a furry. That's awesome. Awesome. And all I have to do is like look at the all I do is just look at the comments. I'm like, okay, this is Chimera Island. Somebody just saw Chimera Island. Oh, gotcha. I'm trying to say this story is good so far. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, did you just watch the first chapter of Purgatory Academy? I have like 4 stories going on at the same time. I appreciate it. Let's see. What do you have any? Hey Gata, do you have any pointers or any thoughts on the first chapter? Other than it, any specific thoughts about it, or do you just think it's pretty alright? Any questions, comments, or concerns? I'm open to hear them. Anybody who shows up in the chat and shares their opinion, I'm okay with. I keep forgetting how I did his, okay, he has a pretty messed up, hairline. No, okay, so it's a perfect for a beginning. Ah, thank you. I appreciate it. You're too nice. Let's see. I will never forget how Lucifer, how I originally intended Lucifer to have short hair. But when I drew him with long hair once, I decided to keep it that way for no reason. I'm like, you know what? Lucifer has long hair now. He has long white hair. I think one of the things that I remember for the first chapter of Purgatory Academy, I was thinking about how I would be able to start it, and because my dad is a pastor, I remember I remember that I asked him if there's like a certain like way that funerals are supposed to go, and he gave me a book that usually has like passages that you're supposed to say at the beginning of funerals. And I was like, this is a pretty good way to start it off. So, shout outs to Dad for giving me the book, for giving me the sauce, fucking me up. I guess it worked wonders for a good W Dad, yeah, for giving me the plug. And also for my first comic book, that's a pretty strong start too. Well, my first finished comic book, that's a pretty strong start too. I think it's funny. I feel like if I didn't think Purgatory Academy had a good start, I would be a little bit more annoyed just constantly retelling it to make video versions of it. You know what I mean? But I really feel like the story has been, because I really feel like it has been a I think the foundation what I have is like pretty good that I can listen to it for a couple more times until I get absolutely sick of it. I think the only thing that I disliked about the beginning is like Travis's first interaction with Jim. If I had to rewrite that, I would rewrite the entirety of their first encounter because I hate it. I hate it so much. Also, Gato, can you give me some tips as a writer? What's your problem? What are your pain points? What do you find difficult as a writer? And I can help you out a little bit. And I'll see if I can help you out a little bit. I guess like writing is an art as much as an art as like anything, where people there are different aspects of art that people can grasp onto easily, and other parts of art that people have difficulty understanding. So knowing where you are at and understanding the pain points is crucial. To finding the right diagnosis, finding the right treatment or cure or treatment. Okay, let's see. That's time for a tie. I'm trying to write a story where a boy kills his mafia dad, and there's a magic, and there's a magic rocks, and there are magic rocks. Okay. So that's a good start. So what's your problem? Interesting concept. 2, 3, 4. Bam. The magic walks are fused together with weapons and prosthetic. Okay, prosthetic. I can't think of a good way to making a power system. Here's my unpopular opinion. I don't think power systems matter too much. Like, you can create like the most. You're telling a, like, this is what I'm thinking, right? Here's where I'm coming from. You're trying to tell a story. You're not making a game. You can think about power systems, and you can think about power. Like, I don't write stories with power systems, so take this with a heavy grain of salt. You're writing a story. You're not making a game. So, if you can, and like the way that I would understand, well, the way that I always tell stories is, you're how would I put this? A story is essentially you trying to express an unpopular opinion, trying to get the audience to reach to a conclusion with using your characters as different perspectives of that topic that you're talking about. And I think people, if you can find a way to make any kind of system of magic gel well with the story that you're trying to tell, I think it doesn't matter how in-depth or how loosely thought out your magic system is, because at the end of the day, if it's not well thought out, people I feel like people will give it some leeway, as long, at the very least, you're trying to tell a good story at the end of the day. And I guess that's my unpopular opinion. I guess a more popular opinion is to base the magic system on some sort of religion, or I would usually steal it from something else and then add a little twist from it. B, a lot of from what I understand when it comes to like magic, it's usually based off of some esoteric philosophy on life. So just magic, right? Usually magic, and magic has rules, has limitations. Kind of think of like Full Metal Alchemist. You're not going to give anything unless you're going to take something. The law of equivalent exchange. So, the more powerful a more powerful a system is, the more that person has to give to whichever is that source of that power. The less powerful it is, the less that they have to take. The less that they have to take away from it, or the less they have to give to from themselves. If somebody came up to me and told me to make a power system, that would be the context of how I would put it. So don't really think too hard about it. Just start somewhere. And okay, oh yeah, and the greatest thing about writing is that you don't need to have everything planned out from the start. As long as you start somewhere, you can flesh it out later. Just make sure to keep track. Just make sure to keep track. know that there is no such thing as unlimited energy, and always always give what you always everything is a give and take. So if you had to do a power system, where's Diddy at? I don't. Diddy had a lot of if I were to make a power system with Diddy in it, he would pretty much max out like a threatening aura. That's just it. His aura is threat. Like there's something I don't know. I would have to do a little bit more research about it. Something that's way more beyond like headlines. I can't really answer that. Answer that right now. I would have to do an in-depth dive of Diddy and how he got to his raise in power, and how he deals with people and his adversaries, how he deals with friends and how he deals with adversaries. Like all this, and like plus all this talk about Diddy is so weird to me. I'm like, do people really care about this man to warrant talking about him like out of nowhere? I feel like it's somewhat of a distraction or a psyop. Like there's something heinous going down, and he's just a fall guy. As far as rapping and raping, yeah, he raped. Yeah. Yeah, that's his power. That's his power. That's how his power. Nah, but for real, level scaling is so important, though. He's literally in jail for life. Yeah, if he's in jail for life, how powerful is he? That's the question. Nah, but for real, power late. I mean, they ain't us. Nah, but for real, power level scaling is so important, though. I don't know if you're serious about that, because I remember. I don't even think Toriyama or Oda cares about power scaling. I don't think Toriyama, Oda, or Stan Lee cares about power scaling. Or like cared for Stan Lee or Toriyama and Toriyama. Like, the only people who care about power scaling are just the observers, just fans. So Gata says, come on. let me read this out. Okay, so let me see. Let me read this out. What the heck? I can't read it. Alright, so I'm thinking the more magic rocks they turn into this thing called a persecutor. Basically cyberpsychosis, but you can't calm down, and your magic stone becomes a side effect. And you become a side effect, and becomes retarded. Okay. So now you're getting somewhere. So these stones, these rocks, they are essential. It sounds like you're telling a story about drugs. or like doping or something, or just the idea of borrowed power. That's what comes to my mind. Yeah, like if these rocks are important and if people like are dependent on these rocks, they feel like crack allegory. I mean, that would be cool. That's cool. It's like because that reminds me of like a lot of people who are math addicts, right? Of like meth addict, like there's a lot of people who I remember seeing this one video where they were like people were interviewing these two meth addicts, and the meth addicts were just like regular people, but the thing is that they have so much on their not meth but like cocaine addicts or whatever. But the thing is they had like so much on their plate. Like if they did not have that pick me up, they wouldn't feel like they wouldn't feel like they would be able to like, get through the day. So the more somebody would use like the rocks or like a bar, so I would say more. I would just say source of borrowed power. The more that they would use a borrowed power, the more they become reliant on it. So yeah, cyber psychosis. Like and like the more you're reliant on it, the less you can control yourself. This research. If this ever break out of jail, we gotta lock him up with the Bailey and bring freak. No, just put baby oil on the locks, like so he can't even grab it. Yeah, but if Diddy breaks out of jail, just put baby oil on the bars, so he just can't grab them. He won't have a good grip. But anyway, remember the dad. You become a killing machine. Uh, Remember the dad is a mafia boss. Helva says, "There are white rocks I found in my mom's closet." Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh, yeah, I mean, a good story overseeds in importance and over everything. Well, overseeds in importance over everything else. Overseeds. I am illiterate. Let me see what that means. Overseed to spread grass seed on turf or an established lawn in order to fill within or bare spots. Okay. I mean, Diddy has all the baby oil. How we? No, we confiscated the baby oil, so that baby oil is property of the U.S. government now. That baby oil is the property of the U.S. government. Of the U.S. government. Oh, there's two people that said something. Yeah, two people asked if Khmer Island is furry bait. So I'm like, I don't think I have furry fan. I just copied and pasted like the answer because the questions were the same. So I'm like, I don't think I have furry fans. So I'm just gonna say it's not furry bait. I guess that's just how it goes. Okay. Do you want me to yap about the plot and the main character backstory? No, I'm just. Well, I was asking, like if you had any problems with writing since you asked. Like since you asked, they're having freak offs. Kamala and Trump kind should have had a freak off instead. Gross. I mean, in F's in the chat says, I mean, Diddy has all the. Yeah. Oh, I already read that. Subsidies would be more accurate. Overseas is my bad translation from Spanish, by the way. Okay. Oh, supersedes. Okay. I mean, a good story supersedes in importance over everything else. Yes, yes, yes. Nobody wants to think about a Kamala and Trump freak off. No, thank you. That's not a good look. That's not a good thought. Put those bad thoughts away. There's children here. Put those bad thoughts away. Do you mind? There's children here. I think. I love that SpongeBob quote. Like, put that thing away. There's children here. Gato says, I'm scared that my story's going to be garbage. Embrace it. Don't be scared. Embrace it. Make it, finish it, learn from it, and do better next time. When you are making your story, be like, this is probably gonna be garbage, but I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to embrace that it's going to be flawed. I'm gonna have fun with it, and I'm gonna learn from it. So the next story that I make is going to be better. So when somebody comes along saying, "Man, this is garbage," I'm gonna be like, "Yeah," and this is what I learned from it. So look at my next story and see how I learned from it. And here's an alternative take. If you're gonna find people that actually messes with the idea that you're trying to say, they're going to say, even if this has flaws, I still like what you're trying to do. And you have your own style by doing it. Not only that, people might just genuinely like what you have to say, the story that you have to tell. So there's like seven things. Take that 7 things with you. I think that, yeah, 7 over here. Yeah, 7. So do it. Do you think that, like, when I wrote like the first book of Purgatory Academy, I thought it was going to be literally, when I first wrote Purgatory Academy, I had no idea that was going to be my make or break. I know I'm going to sound like a hypocrite, but I was like, if Purgatory Academy is garbage, then I don't need to write anymore. That just tells you how good I am at writing. And after I made the first book, people liked the idea. People liked the idea. People liked the story that I told. And the weird thing is, I had an audience of nobody. So I was just like making the story, and then I was posting it. And as time went on, I was just getting better at telling the story. And then more people came. Well, this is when I was like posting on Webtoons. I'm no longer on Webtoons anymore. But as I was posting it, more people was discovering it. And people were liking what I had to... People were liking the story. And they were like, yo, this is good. This is fire. And that just gave me the courage of saying, okay, I'm actually good at writing, so I'm just going to keep writing different things. And if it wasn't for that idea of I'm having fun writing what I think is important to me, then that's very important. You got to be like, this is important to me. No one else can write this other than I can. It's gonna be good. I mean, did you see how World of Warcraft Kamala's VP thing? I saw a meme of everybody as soon as like Kamala's VP joins a World of Warcraft server, he's gonna get roasted. He's gonna get roasted. Man, I know for a fact that's gonna be a private server. For his own good, I'm sure it's going to be a private server. This is the best thing anyone has ever told me this entire year. Hey, that's the year's up. Wait, 2 more months into the year. Hey, no, hey. We got 2 more years. We got 2 more months until the year's over. There could be better things, but I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm just spinning what I've learned from tirelessly posting stories on the internet. And hey, I love helping people out. Um, and drawing these stories. I like making my stories. I like it when people jump on and like talk to me about their stories and like how they could like make it better or things that or tell me the reasons why their stories are cool. Because art is important. What I really hate about now, like art nowadays, is I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just won't say that. I won't say it. I'll put that in the back pocket until later. I'll probably save that for another day. I'll save that for another day. Finally, look at that. Let's see. Man, why if I man, I absolutely can't wait for the end of this election season to like the end of this election season cuz I'm so tired of constantly being added by these surveys saying, "Who are you going to vote for?" I'm like, "I'm not voting. Leave me alone. Leave me alone." Like the energy, it's like I think it's so funny. I think the funniest thing about like this election is how Kamala wasn't even voted to be like the face of the Democratic Party. She was literally installed and nobody said anything. Like, and everybody's like, "Yeah, let's do it. Kamala for president." And I'm like, "What? What?" It's like who invited her? Like actually, who invited her in the group chat? I mean, like if Joe Biden died, then I would be like, all right, I guess that's it. Kamal for president, but he didn't die. He just says, "Oh yeah, she's running instead." And I'm like, what? I guess this is a thing. I guess crazy. But hey, what are you gonna do? What can you do? It's a wacky world we live in. But that is it is what it is. Got to keep your head up. You can let your hair down. I can't get the model head to work. What do you what? What are you talking about? Are you trying to talk about like the 3D model? Gata says, "Okay, so the boy's mom is in prostitution. She tries to escape, but the mafia's dad kills the mom because she's a boy. So the boy and the son of the mom is gonna get the revenge of the dad and kill his henchmen." Okay. Okay. Yeah. Have you tried double tapping the head? Oh, hell of a. Did you try double tapping the head? Did you try turning it off and turning it back on? I'm an IT genius. Didn't you know? He's got a devious little smile. He's got a devilish smile, devilish grin. Yap session over. I see you though. Okay, classic revenge story. Do you know how you're gonna end it? What is the message? What's the message of your story? Oh wait, no, let me delete that. Delete it. Delete. Crate. Reply. Wait. Right. Hold up. Hold up. Let me think. Let me think about something. Okay, so I have no clue. Son is not responsible for the sins of the father. I understand. Interesting. Wait. Is this Twilight Princess music? Wait, hold up. Hold up. Double story, double fun when they crash to the floor and burns. Wait, is this Zelda Twilight Princess music? Or is it my ADHD? Well, let me check out the story. I think it was. Yeah, it was. You got it right. It was Twilight Princess. It was called, the Prince Raylis is saved. Who comes up with these names? Yeah, it was Prince Raylis is saved. I agree. I like that message. The son inherits the sins of the father, but they are not, like, responsible for it. So they have to do something. Therefore, they're kind of like Ace, but filled with black people. Okay. What are you talking about? Ace is black. He's a certified real nigga. Why people uh the MC is black. Okay. I feel that. I feel that. You got some pretty good ideas flown around around your head. How much do you have done so far? Like, is it a novel or a comic? Yeah, is it a novel or a comic or a visual novel? A manga? Maybe make the brows a little bit lower. Love your story, Gato. W's in the chat for Gato. Let's go. I didn't write it yet. Okay. Honestly, I think one of my favorite writing advice so far is give your twist away in the next chapter. If you have a twist in mind, show it in the next chapter. Oh, just a silly soul eater parody in my head. Yeah, that's where it starts. That's where it all starts, usually. A parody, like a parroting from something else. Honestly, I thought... Wait, who's Ace, by the way? Oh, yeah, Ace is a Luffy's brother from One Piece. I love the pure second movement called Death's Ace. So when One Piece stuff happened, I was waiting for it already. Okay. Wait, well... Oh, yeah, I remember. I implemented that idea. I implemented the idea of just giving your twist away in the next chapter in a Chimera Island, like Jonathan's part of Chimera Island. I wanted the twist to be that Jonathan was black. I wanted that to be like a twist and to be one that, and I don't think it worked as well, but I tried to at least show that the fact that Jonathan being black is something that's not a normal thing within the society. But like the audience didn't know that. But like the way that I try to set it up is that every human character that we're introduced to is European, or they have they look European. So every time when they talk about Jonathan or they talk to Jonathan, they say, "Why are you're always acting so different than us? You're one of us." And and like if you looked at the previous parts, like you see a world of animals, of like talking animals, of chimeras. And then when you get to his part, Jonathan's part, you just see a bunch of humans. And then this one human says, "Oh, that claims to be a chimera." Or he just doesn't, or at least he doesn't see himself as like everybody else. So everybody calls him a chimera, and he's like, "Oh yeah, because I am." But when he takes the mask off, it's like, "Oh, he's a human." And I don't know if anybody else noticed that he's. I feel like I don't know if anybody else noticed that like Jonathan was the only black character in Chimera Island, but it's not really It's not really noticed, or not even talked about, or made a focus. Because I feel like with Jonathan's part, it's mostly about identity, and he feels more close. He identifies closer to being a Chimera than he does not being it. Mask off. Now I will hear it in my brain for hours. Yeah. Gosta says the MC starts off as a horny bastard like Sanji in Punk Hazard, but then he turns into a decent human. I get that. Oh yeah, you can see me highlight. I forgot that was a thing. Yeah, give it a try. See how the audience can relate to it. And I will say it's kind of funny how seeing like getting audience reaction to stuff, because you'll never know what they will latch onto. Unlike Sanji. Yeah. And not only that, when you create without an audience, it's probably going to be one of the most freeing. Like it has. I think writing without an audience in mind, or just like no one's gonna look at it, can be one of the freeing experiences. One of the more freeing experiences of writing. Like when you're not really thinking about like, oh man, who's gonna look at this? Oh, is anybody gonna find this offensive? Oh man, is anybody gonna find this offensive? Oh, am I being a good influence, or am I doing da 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 da? When you don't have an audience, you can just like write what you find funny, and then worry about it later. Like you can worry about it like after you're done, like whatever. But have tact with it at the very least. Because I remember there were parts of Purgatory Academy where it was just gonna be lame. Like I feel like it was gonna be 1,000 times lamer if I just didn't have any kind of tact to it. Just like take it somewhat seriously in a way of you'd at least want somebody to enjoy reading it. I think one of the things that I am always embarrassed about in a writing the first book of Purgatory Academy was just like references. I hate references with every fiber of my being. He's horny because his dad is a pimp. Honestly, okay. I feel like a cool subversion of that would be like, because his dad is a pimp, he's not horny. Because he's been around women for so long he just sees like scantily promiscuous women all of his life, to the point where that's just normal to him. So when he sees like a woman like not wearing, who's like modest, he's like, why aren't you like why aren't you showing me your breasts right now? Like, why aren't you showing me your breasts right now? Like, he's offended by women. Like, he's like confused at women who's just not who's wearing more than just like tape over their genitals. It's like, why are you freaking like like, where are your clothes? Put them off. It's like it's like, unless you have your titties out, you're not talking to me. Like something like that. Because that's what he picked up from his dad. I wouldn't say like he would be like it, like, yeah, he could still be horny, but I feel like it would just be funny if he just wasn't horny, but he just doesn't like, he doesn't respect women in a way of like who respect themselves. Inya, uh, Inaya Shikara. Oh, fire, dude. Welcome to the chat, Inaya. Probably came in at the most weird time. Sorry. I was talking about, yes. Okay, so here's the context of what I just said. Gato is in the horizontal heard horny, and like, okay, so Gato is in the other chat talking about his MC of his story, and his dad's a pimp, so he's writing his MC being a complete horn dog, and I'm like, I would subvert that and probably be like, the MC can, instead of his MC being horny 24/7, like being around whores is like common day to him. So he would probably see women dressing modestly more of an offense than anything, or he just doesn't like respect women because all he sees is his dad not respecting women, and he's like, oh, this is how you like, this is how you're supposed to treat women, because this is how I saw my dad treat women. So and like nobody checked him. So I assume that this is how it's supposed to go, to follow along with the sins of the father idea that he had going on earlier. Oh, LOL, I'm have to look that up. Oh no. Oh yeah, you didn't write it yet. I'm just giving him writing tips, or just writing ideas, or helping him out. Okay, oh, okay. Well, damn, you got a new sub. Thank you. Oh yeah, go check out like the comics I have on my channel. I've illustrated and written on everything that you see. Purgatory Academy right here, and this one's about Heaven Hell having 4 years to decide. Chimera Island, that one's about a hidden island striving to find balance. Let's Go Metal Hero, it's about two siblings who want to turn a robot into a superhero. And Just a Reaper, that one's about a young Grim Reaper trying to keep hell off Earth. Like, after I'm done with these 7 pages, like drawing these 7 pages, I'm going on to Let's Go Metal Hero. Oh, that's what's up. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying to be a. I don't see a lot of like a YouTuber comic creators that tries to balance out the documentation of making comics with actually making the comics part of their YouTube content. So I'm trying. That's the kind of niche that I'm trying to bridge the gap of. And where is the music? I had music going on in the background. Oh, this thing's probably dead. Ain't no way. All right, I guess it's time for the next playlist. I hate the raining playlists. Yo, what is going on? Okay, so Gato says, okay, so the betrayal plot is that falls for a princess, and I did not read that in time. So he falls for a princess, and then she tries to kill them. Okay. How do you do comic pages? Well, oh wait. I said wow. You do comic pages? Yeah. I what I do is after I finish before I did like page by page, but now I'm doing everything in a double page spread because I feel like that's what that helps me get the work done a little bit faster. So after I do a page, I isolate the panel and then I put those panels into CapCut, and I have somebody voice it or I just use AI voices, and I just have an entire thing. And then after I'm done with the segment, I post it on YouTube. Oh, hey, I do art on my channel, but it's like single pieces. Okay, let me check. Oh yeah, I see you. I see you. That's pretty dope. I like that. Yo, mad respect for traditional art. I can like mad respect for traditional art. That's a lot of patience. That's a skill and a patience that I do not comprehend. And I don't know what happened to the music. That's so weird. I'm so over. I'm so over this. What happened? I guess it's not. I guess it's not working no more. Oh well. It is time for me to like. I've been streaming for like three. You're as hell as patient. Literally, this is just what I know what to do. All those pages put me in the front. I think it's because of my process of how I do it. I just take everything like one step at a time. I don't, and plus breaking things up off into segments, it helps. Helva just had an idea. What's the idea, Helva? Because I first hold up. I first start off with sketching everything traditionally like this. I finally like I finally have a new sketchbook, so I can continue doing this. And then after I finish writing the chapter, well, first I write everything, then I sketch everything traditionally, and then I sketch everything digitally that I've written down in the thumbnails, and I take everything from like 6 to 10 pages, and I just go on next thing. It's easy. It's like I don't. So that way I just don't have to think that much. It's only like the beginning parts that I have to really think about what I'm drawing. Other parts is just and that's why it's so easy for me to like to talk and draw, because right now I'm mostly in sketching mode or just tracing mode. What type of digital art program do you use? I'm using Clip Studio Paint. Oh, the strawberry says I'm gonna. It's gonna be a gambling school, and I still have to make a hierarchy, or power system. Were you here when I was talking about the power systems? Like, I don't think power systems are that interesting or should be that sought after or thinking or in depth. It's cool, but it's like power systems is kind of like power scaling. Like, you don't really need to you think about the themes of your story first and then find out what kind of system uh what kind of system would gel within the theme of your story. Once you understand that theme, your topic is your bedrock, and then everything should revolve around it. To, why would I say this? Everything else should revolve around it. No, okay. just I just see no. All right, I respect that. But okay. I had gotten that app on my phone. Damn near forgot, dude. But the freaking Clip Studio on the phone, you gotta pay for that junk. Like, nah, just, if you could draw, like, that's good. You're good. It's like if I don't think anybody needs to pay for literally any kind of art software. It's pretty good. I don't know. If you know your way around the internet or the techniques, it should be fine. The way Okay, Gato says the way he falls in love with her is that he expects to see the titties, but she prolongs the nudes, and he's interested. And he's interested. Then got out. Couldn't see it. I gotta look at the breasts, but she prolongs the nudes, and he's interested. Then he thinks he's closer, and then she tries to kill him. Okay, classic trap. All right. There's no. I see that. I understand. Helva says there should be like levels of respect. Hmm. 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 You piqued my interest. What you talking about? Elaborate, Helva, about the levels of respect. I was saying no to being where. Oh, okay. So I was saying no to being where you when you're talking about power systems. So a lot of power systems are basically branched off of religion and like some sort of esoteric philosophy on life. And in general, I think Full Metal Alchemist had like the best, most basic understanding of a power system, which is the law of equivalent exchange. You like everything that you give, you're gonna have to like everything you take, you're gonna have to give. So you so like the more powerful somebody is, the more they have to give up to gain that power. So and it obtains some sort of a balance. So everything about that you have with your power system, it has to reflect on it has to reflect or it needs to reflect on your themes of your story. So let's say when you said levels of respect, that could that could be a very interesting thing to that's a very interesting idea to bounce off of because there's a whole social contract. There's a whole give and take when it comes to respect. And at the end of the day, it comes down to influence and how people obtain that influence to get that respect. That's how I understand. They get treated differently, like dupes, lebanes, and kings and queens slash kings and queens. Okay. Hmm. Okay. That idea can still work. Okay. Okay. They get treated differently. What comes to my mind is like birthright because you don't earn for the most part, no people are born into royalty unless you establish the monarchy. So there's something that I really feel like there's something interesting in there. Unless there's a monarchy, you're unless you establish the monarchy, there has to be a system in place of that ranking. So my intrigue is peaked. It's good. You're onto something. That's my ramble. Oh, Inaya, you you changed. You swapped to the horizontal chat. I'm so mad that the I have no idea what's going on with the music because it's not you guys aren't hearing anything. I'm not hearing anything. something happened, and I don't know what. You make these characters yourself? Yes. I create everything in Purgatory Academy. I write, I draw, I write and I illustrate, and I publish, and I publish, and I'm live streaming everything. They get like maids and stuff for dukes and mansions, hotel kind of thing. Maybe dorms, base buildings off their levels. Okay, I got on here accidentally. Or the King's Gate, the Academy, got it. Sexual power scaling. Oh, this is so dope. Okay, I'm trying to think of. Okay, let me draw out the pose he's in right now. Because I know he's just poking him in the chest, right? Oh yeah, thank you. Let's see. Yeah, technology has really failed me this tail end of the stream. Let me just draw the blocks of his other fingers because it doesn't matter that much. And he has his other arm over his shoulder. Looks like he's grabbing one of his fly tissues. His fly titties. His uh. Fly titties. I mean, I get it. Fly titties isn't it's not a thing you say every day. Sometimes autocorrect is it's understandably wrong. Yeah, sometimes like do you ever wonder that sometimes autocorrect is like thinking that we're the ones who are wrong? We're the ones who are saying words wrong and autocorrect is the sane one? I think about that just now. You be live on the usual? Uh, right now, I used to go live daily, but for a while, YouTube's just been giving me grief when it comes to like people not showing up on the live. So now I go live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays until I'm done with Persona. Then I'll try again daily. Because like on Twitch, my friend bought me like Persona 5, and I told him that I would play it if he buy it and stop bugging me about playing it. So after that, after I'm done with Persona 5, then I'll be back on. I'll see if I can go back on the daily grind. Just working on this. I feel on that. Yeah, yeah. Like the like the reason why the reason why I stream is because I'm gonna draw the comics anyway. I'm gonna record myself making the comics anyway, so I'm like, might as well do it live. And I like talking to people as I work because I remember back when I was in high school, I remember my teacher saying that it was very weird to see me. I would just chop it up with my classmates as we were working on our art assignment, and I would just talk to them as I would draw. And my art, and I remember my art teacher was like, "That's so weird." And I was like, you know what? I mean, most of drawing, like for me, I see most of drawing is like 10% creating, off the fly. Ignore this fly, uh, and like 90% tracing. Like I 10%, 90, like 80% tracing, and then another 10% like detail, especially when it comes to like line art and stuff. Let's see. Let's see. So annoying. Right, I feel so much on that. I usually be on live and do painting or sketching, but the audience either be good or none. Yeah, it just be like that. You just the thing about what I've learned from just selling my books physically is you just gotta be there. You just gotta be present for the most part. Plus college is kicking my behind. Oh yeah, I understand that. And if stay up to eat some dip. I'm gonna like I mean I was supposed to like end the stream like an hour like half an hour ago I because I usually stream for like 3 hours if the chat's good. I think I might put some sexual content in the comment and spice and add spice and drama in their love lives. Okay. A, it's good to have fun while sketching. If the sketch is going to be accurate, is if the sketch is going according to plan. Hank the gay hella. Yeah, something like that, man. Something like that. But I think this is a good place for me to stop the stream because I did not wait. I did not stand up. I did not take a break. I did not stretch. And plus, I've been streaming for like 3 hours. So I hope everybody takes enjoy the rest of their weekend. I'll be back on stream on Monday if all things go good. Y'all take care. Peace.